Hi guys, Dave or InnerCitySumo here, making a video for Zorus's best Terra Mystica game series. My game will be a bit different in that it's on Snellman, not on BGA, which was really good, a really good way of playing Terra Mystica or the best way of playing Terra Mystica online for a long time, but it does have a few differences. There's no auction, and it's primarily for asynchronous play, so people have a long time to think about their moves. Perhaps they're making more optimal moves. It just depends on the type of player. Some people will be spending a lot of time thinking about their moves, whilst others will just do what feels right. It's in the Fjords League, which is my favourite, and the Fjords League includes Fire and Ice factions and the endgame scoring. So we will see some of that, and that's all about to come to BGA. Let's have a look. Okay, here we are on Snellman. As you can see, it's quite aesthetically different to BGA. Doesn't look, it's a bit more abstract, doesn't look as much like the original board, but it is a great site. You can see quite a lot of information all on one screen. Here we have the round scoring going across the bottom. Scroll down and we've got the bonus tiles and the towns and the favours. Let's start at the round scoring. So we've got dwellings in round 6 and 4, high scoring things. So in round 4 we probably want to build a bunch of dwellings, convert them to trade posts in round 5 and temples potentially, and then rebuild a lot of dwellings in round 6 for a bunch of points. Before that we've got the spade bonus. Not many factions can take advantage of round 3 spades, so not really looking at that as a big method of scoring. I've got Stronghold Sanctuary round 2 and Trade Post round 1, but more importantly we've got this air bonus on round 1 and 2, so a faction that can take advantage of that is someone who, spoiler, I pick witches here. You can already see there's green W's on the contract. So they have a chance to get a really good benefit from going up on the air track. So I picked witches. They're also really great. We've got the endgame scoring. So we've got distance scoring, which is connected distance, and witches are really good at this in Fjords. You can see they've got A1 right in the corner is green, and they can use their stronghold to get up to this northwest, and that's a really nice town spot for them. They've also got H8, G9, H8, F9. This is another nice area for them. F8 is a really nice starting spot because single dig on E8 gets them 2 green hexes, which is really nice. With this track, I would definitely be looking to have a stronghold-based economy. So round 2 strongholds, round 1 get F1, round 2 get the stronghold up and get a bunch of cheap dwellings, get to my key hexes, and do a lot with that. What bonus tiles have we got in the game? We've got money. Let's look at the scoring. We've got shipping, dwellings, trade posts, and stronghold sanctuary. So lots of scoring in the game. Building stronghold early, just every time you get this pass turn, it's 4 points. Quite nice. Getting a whole bunch of cheap dwellings, well, 3 dwellings down, makes the dwelling one nice. We will want to get shipping, but we don't have to rush for it because we're going to have our stronghold down, but we will want to get 3 shipping at some point. And yeah, so there's quite a lot of coin. Well, with the 6 coins in the game, there's a lot of coins. We've got priests. Critically, no dig tile. Without the dig tile, we're going to have to make sure that we get to good spots, but we can use our stronghold to make sure that we can get to efficient places to dig from. Like places like C2, and go from there. Let's see what the other players select. So next up we have Alchemists. Alchemists are also great with distance scoring. They also might like to build their stronghold round 2. And they are really great on this map. Often you get 3 shipping and you can spam a bunch of dwellings. Really nice on this map. I'm not sure I'll be able to achieve that if they do go for their stronghold round 2, but it might not be a bad idea. Again, stronghold sanctuary scoring's in the game, and the ship scoring bonus tiles, really great for alchemists. Worker powers in there, they love lots of workers. They love the priest bonus tile early, and they love the ship scoring, dwelling scoring, and stronghold, especially stronghold sanctuary scoring. Really good pick. Again, we've got the distance scoring. They're good at going either from northwest to southeast or from southwest to northeast. They often upgrade their digging and have enough shipping and can be quite flexible with how they go for the distance scoring. Really good pick from my opponent there. Next, we've got our first Fire and Ice faction, Acolytes. So Acolytes start with a whole bunch of cults, and they spend cults. They go back down on the cult track in order to dig hexes. I would say the more interesting of the fire factions. Really like them, but can be a bit tricky to play, but good fun. Like the pick. Next, final one, we've got Ice Maidens. Another Fire and Ice faction. I really like Ice Maidens. I usually like to build their strongholds, so I would rather see the stronghold sanctuary scoring around 4 or 5, and temples in round 1 or 2. They usually want to get a bunch of temples up and then get their stronghold up and score a whole bunch of points from that. But they get to start with a favour tile, so really nice. So we've got our factions. Where do people want to place? First up, Ice Maidens pick Air 2. Always pick a economy favour with Ice Maidens. It's just so good to get that initial boost right at the beginning of the game. So he's effectively starting with 11 power in bowl 2. Not bad at all. So start my initial placement, definitely starting on F8. It's great hex for expansion, also a decent hex for leech. Have Alchemists and Acolytes come join me. Probably would rather Acolytes hadn't joined me, because now they're able to pressure E8, but I don't mind leech, so that's fine with me. And Ice Maidens goes up on E7 and goes for F4 here. G6 for Acolytes. They might get a neighbour in Alchemists here, trying to tempt them over. Perhaps tempt me over to F5. And let's see where Alchemists go. They go over to G3, and I much rather F3 than F5. We've got lots of nice hexes, so I go ahead and place on F3. I like lots of leech, so yeah, that's great. So next we've got the bonus tile. So Ice Maidens get first pick. They get worker power. There's a lot of starting power. They're starting with 7 power cycle at the start of the game, so 2 power in bowl 1 right from the get-go. They're definitely going to get some good power actions in the early game. They're not central to the leech, but they're still going to get a hot start. So nice work for Ice Maidens there. And the Air 2 also helps with early cult bonuses potentially. So nice for Ice Maidens. Alchemist takes Stronghold Sanctuary. No real surprise there. Just Alchemists love just getting workers at any point in the game. And I take the 6 coins here. Given that I'm looking to build my Stronghold round 2, I'm going to need a whole bunch of coins. I could have taken the power bonus 10, the shipping, just for the free power, so then I can get on E8 early. But I decide to risk it. If I do get the dig, I will take it. But if I don't, then I'm sticking with my stronghold plan, and hopefully that will work out. So with my first move, I want F1. If I'm going to build my stronghold, F1's going to get me a whole bunch of points. So I quite want F1. I go ahead and I upgrade on F3. I think if I'm going to build a sanctuary town, it's more likely to be over on this side. It does mean I miss out on a whole bunch of leech round 1, but it is what it is. And let's see what my opponents do. So we get leech. And Alchemists come upgrade over here. And Acolytes do dig E8, which is a bit annoying, but I think we'll be fine. Obviously that would have been a really good hex for us, but it is what it is. Ice Maidens, go ahead and upgrade over here as well, anticipating Acolytes upgrading and building over there later in the round. So I've got tempo on Acolytes getting F1, so I go ahead and take a priest here, hoping that Acolytes don't want to send their priest to air. We'll see what happens. Alchemists go ahead and grab F1. No surprise there. Acolytes, they build a trade post. Ice Maidens go ahead and grab F1. So if I want F1, I have to grab it now. Do exactly that. Acolytes can send the priest to air, which would suck for me, so like the extra power from it in this early game, but I can still get to the 4th spot. So Alchemists look like they're going for double temple here, grading on G3. Double temple starts can be really good for Alchemists. It helps them upgrade their shipping very quickly. Not a bad idea. Can be pretty strong. So Acolytes do send the priest to air, but I got F1, so I'm happy about that. Ice Maidens were happy just to take the double dig. They had all that leech at the start. I knew I wasn't getting double dig, so I thought the priest was the best route for me. So the priest gets me a dig, which a delayed dig, but it also gets me additional workers at the end of round 2, so it's quite nice. I send a priest to air. Alchemist gets F2. Pretty standard for Alchemist to do that. I think they could have considered Air 2, but it's only situationally better. I think F2 is fine here. So just setting a bunch of leech. Ice Maidens. Sorry. Ice Maidens get the single spade as well as the double dig round 1. Ice Maidens have to terraform even their starting home territory, so but it cannot be transformed again afterwards. So getting 3 digs in round 1 is quite nice for Papikos here. You can get a whole bunch of dwellings down. He's got Earth 1 already. Yeah, very nice for him. So I pass on to the power cycle. I know in order to build my stronghold, I couldn't hold on any longer, which is a shame. I would have liked to have passed on to the stronghold sanctuary bonus, knowing that Ice Maidens and Acolytes have dwellings still to build. But I just couldn't hold on any longer without burning a significant amount of power, so I just took the 3 power and passed, looking to get the workers next round. These guys just Alchemists pass into dwelling scoring. I assume he's going to advance his shipping a bunch and try and get a whole bunch of dwellings out. However, he doesn't have too many workers, so he's going to be disappointed when I take the worker action at the beginning of next round and get my stronghold up. Ice Maidens just building dwellings, same as Acolytes. And that's round 1, basically. So we get end of round digs from the cult track. I'm just going to put mine on E4. Interestingly, Acolytes actually get cult advancements whenever they get digs from the track or from a bonus tile. So I go ahead and put mine on E4. Acolytes advance on water and on F. Quite nice for them, because if they send a priest to one of those cults, they're going to get 4 power cycle. Very nice. So my priority at the start of this round is to get a worker action so I can build my stronghold, like I've been talking about for the whole game. Acolytes probably would like, Alchemists would probably like those workers. They would probably also like a priest this round. Let's see what happens. So yeah, go ahead and take the workers. And Acolyte starts by advancing ship. Good plan on their part. Might have taken the priest beforehand to secure that. Free shipping would be really nice for them, and they're following me, so they might get the shipping scoring straight away after advancing to free shipping. There are no special terrain tiles, so no free ship advance from that. But yeah, Acolytes just send a priest to Earth and get a crap ton of power. And Ice Maidens just continues churning out some of these dwellings. I start on the stronghold. Alchemist dig F2. I think I would have just gone full shipping here, but I guess with one ship advance and the dig, they can build 3 dwellings if they wish. They could convert their priest into a worker to get the last one. Acolytes get a whole bunch of money. Always take the money when you can. And we got an early pass from Ice Maidens here. They want to get an additional priest. They've got a whole bunch of workers and they've got money. And I said there are a few factions that can take advantage of round 3 spades. Ice Maidens and Yetis, the ice factions, their spade advances only cost them 1 worker. So it looks like we've got some round 3 dig action here. So really nice start for Peppercoast here. Really good stuff. So I build my stronghold. My game is a bit slow at the moment. I would have hoped to have achieved a bit more. I'm a bit worried about Peppercoast and his crazy dig round that he's got coming up, but just got to try and do what I can. Alchemists just going to put out a bunch of dwellings this round. Acolytes go for a sanctuary, and they're going to get water 1. They don't get any particular benefit for having their sanctuary, but you can see he wanted to ensure that he got a scoring tile as soon as possible. So that makes sense. Got loads of workers incoming and loads of coins already, so his economy's in a good place. He just needs to get some scoring. So all at 1 makes sense here. Yep. So I put out one of my dwellings onto G9 just in case Acolytes had any crazy plans to mess with me. Could have also considered F5. That's one of my key connection points, but I don't think that's in massive contention right now, but I will probably grab it next round. So more dwellings for Alchemists. You definitely want to get a whole bunch of dwellings down as Alchemists. Keep that worker income as high as possible. And I send another priest to air. I don't think sending a priest. Acolytes often come back down the tracks to do their digging, so having that priest in air gets me a worker this round, but it also means that I'm edging Ice Maidens a little bit. Might help me win that cult at the end of the game. We'll see if it's a factor. But I'm running out of stuff to do, so hoping to still manage to pass on to the Stronghold Sanctuary tile or points for dwellings. So Alchemists pass for worker power. I don't know why worker power is better than Stronghold Sanctuary. So I guess if they doesn't intend to score a Stronghold Sanctuary, it might be better, but take workers when you can if you're playing Alchemists. It means that I can pass. I end up passing on to the 6 coins. I guess I was a bit coin short, so that's also fine. Means that there's 3 scoring tiles to pass on to if you have a quick round, and everyone is having a quicker round than Ice Maidens this round. Round 3, big dig round for Ice Maidens coming up. To get that started, they need to take the coins, and indeed they do. Coins gone. They now have 15 coins, so they can advance their dig twice. They have 12 workers. They are very happy. Going to have an insane round. I've got 3 buildings on the board. Things aren't looking great for me. I would have liked to have got a bit more going. Stronghold, obviously, great economy, but I feel like I could have a couple more dwellings down and I'd be a lot happier about my game. Acolyte, so they take the double dig action, and for Acolytes that doesn't get them actual hexes on the board, that advances them on cults, and they're just doing that purely to deny myself and Alchemists and to get some points while they're at it. So they get, I mean, it does allow them to they use their cults for digs, but that's 2/3 of a hex for them, assuming they want to go on not one of our types of hexes. Alchemists, they open with advancing dig. They haven't really got. They've got 4 workers after advancing it once. They've got to advance it again. I feel like they're not really able to take advantage of the spades this round. They probably would be better off just getting some, advancing their economy a bit more, or yeah, just doing something a bit different. But if you're going to do this, at least you should secure the workers, but they don't do that, so I'm just going to get here on F5. That's an important hex for me. With everyone starting to advance dag, they might try and take away from my connection. This will give Ice Maidens 2 power, which they do leech. So with their next action, they take the workers. which means that they now have 14 workers. Remember, ice factions, it only costs 1 worker to advance your dig, so he's going to have 12, potentially 12 digs to play with here. Yeah, yikes, that's pretty scary. Acolytes come in and they just send a priest to cult. That's going to be spades for them later on. Well, it's transformations or terraforming later on, but not spades. They don't get points for their terraforming land on their turn. They get points for spades. Alchemists advance dig again. Probably upset at the fact that they didn't manage to secure the workers when they could. Get a dwelling here, and I'm looking at my game and things aren't going great. I do have a bunch of resources, but I haven't really done much on the board. I could take the single dig, but that gets me a couple of points this round, gets an extra dwelling down. That's fine, but it's not particularly exciting. So yeah, I think I'm in a bit of trouble here. So Ice Maidens starts advancing their dig. They've got lots of actions left to take. So Acolytes turns G5, which is a black hex, or was a black hex, into Volcano. Because it's black, you have to use 4 cult steps from the track because it's one of the other player colours. So you must have really wanted that hex to take it. I wasn't particularly interested in that hex. I can build the Sanctuary Town, or maybe if I get G4, although with Ice Maidens on the dig spree, it's unlikely I'm getting G4. So yeah, they get G5 and nothing particularly interesting. Get some leech. Acolytes again advance dig. Oh no, they dig and build, but now they're out of workers, so they get 2 points for digging this round. You do advance their spades, which is nice, but you really want to have the stronghold up once you've advanced your digging to really be able to take advantage of the fact that you're digging, so that you get that power cycle. Also, getting 6 coins income is super valuable. So with my next action here, I've still got a bunch of resources, but I just decided to pass. I'm looking at what I can do this round. As I said, taking the single spade gets me a couple of points, but it's not super appealing. I've got a bunch of resources. I'm just deciding. I just decide. Right, I can compete on distance if I connect. I'm not going to be able to compete with network. My economy isn't good enough, so I just need to greed points in whatever way I can. And I look at the 3 bonus tiles and I think, right, I'm going to take ship scoring because that scores me the most. No one else has advanced their ship that much. Alchemist has got 1 ship, and it will let me get to lots of green hexes quickly, which I might need to do just to boost my economy and get a bunch of dwellings down next round. So yeah, that's That's my thought process with that. Obviously, a bit worried that Alchemists might just decide to dig I6 because they can, but their economy isn't in the best state, so I don't think it's really worth them just to mess me up just because they can. So let's have a look at, let's see how it goes for the rest of the round for the rest of the players. So as you can see, Ice Maidens went a bit nuts, going digging all the way down here, getting up here a bit. I thought they might come a bit further to the northeast. This looks really great for distance scoring because they're reaching down into this southwest, and they could also go into the northeast. I thought maybe they would not dig I3 and kind of build a dwelling and maybe start going up this way. But yeah, they've got a sizable lead. Perhaps not as big as I thought it would be. 26 points is a lot at this point. Acolytes also decent position, but I've got a lot of resources. I've got a plan with lots of shipping this round, so I'm planning to get the coins, get the priest, and triple upgrade my shipping for a load of points. But I'm also going to be able to get onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes potentially. I've got a bunch of workers. I'm going to have loads of coins. Probably not going to get onto all of those, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of points this round because I've got F1, points of dwellings. Pepperco scored a bunch last round. I'm planning on making up for trying to catch up this round. So I start off and I nab the coins. Alchemists take workers. They don't let them go this time. I don't blame them. They need as many workers as they can during the game, and yeah, they just don't have enough. You can do a bunch of advances, ship advances if he wants, get to hexes, but he does really need to build his stronghold at some point. Acolytes, they start going north, going northeast. I think Ice Maidens may have made a mistake. They could have cut them off to this hex and started going. Forced Acolytes to use a couple of extra digs to get to the northeast, but they have cut them off in the south. So yeah, it's fine. And the town they took town 5, which is 1 up every cult. They pretty much want cult towns every time because they're trying to do culty things. They're trying to get the cults to pay for their digging. Ice Maidens just take the fire spot. Not a bad move. I'm thinking I'd probably want to get some points off cults as well, because my end game is going to be limited to the distance scoring, and yeah, that's about it. So, I'm some cults. I'm not going to be winning network at this point. So yeah. Okay, I grab a priest. that I can triple upgrade my shipping. Got loads of resources. Things are all good. Alchemists advanced ship. They had a bunch of priests. Yeah, means that you can get with 3 ship on this map. You can get to a whole load of hexes. So it's really nice for Alchemists. Acolytes still digging and building in a really nice position. They can potentially get a second town this round if they want it. We'll see. Ice Maidens is just building up some of their dwellings. I think they could have gone D4 and again tried to cut off acolytes from the northeast, getting to C8 before them, so they can get into the north. Their starting colour was yellow, so these are easy digs for them. So and they've got loads of workers, so I think that might have been a better plan, but we'll see. Note that the starting hex of Ice Maidens doesn't count as one of the ones that acolytes cannot dig, so or it's more expensive for acolytes to dig. So I just secure I6 right now. With people with advanced digs, acolytes might advance their ship and just decide to mess me up. So I'm just going to secure that, knowing that I'm going to eventually advance my shipping 3 times. I want to, yeah, that shored up to know that I feel I can, I'm going to be getting some distance points at the end of the game. Okay, and then acolytes cut off Ice Maidens on C7, so yeah, Ice Maidens are a bit sad not going up to this northeast. Limits their potential for the distance scoring. Ice Maidens just keep building, they get 4 points, so increasing their lead by even more. So I advanced ship, acolytes, alchemists just dug and built on D2, taking away one of my potential green hexes. This was probably the least important one. C2 to A1 are really nice for me. And B4 is bonus as well, so that's a nice hex to have. So yeah, just sending priests to cults so they can use them for digs. So Ice Maidens, they build a TP to get a town. They take the coin town because they've got loads of workers' income. Note that the Ice factions don't have any gaps on the 8th dwelling, so they can get 9 worker income, but they don't have many coins, so they're just taking a coin town. Perfectly reasonable. Probably wouldn't want to build, wouldn't wouldn't mind building another TP just to balance out their economy a bit and get some points for their bonus tile before the end of the round, although they do want some at least one more dwelling as well. So yeah, just advancing my ship again. I've got 2 ships. I can take b4 next action. It might be under threat by Alchemists. They're 3 shipping. Can't remember what they do, to be honest. No, they go on b3, so they are racing over to this northwest corner, so they're probably going to mess me up over here, which is annoying for me. Yeah, Acolytes pass onto coins. They've got loads of coins, but there was nothing else better for them, so reasonable move. They could have built a trade post, I suppose. They don't have the best worker income because they've got lots of gaps of income, and they want to get some extra priests from the cult track, so they don't want to go down the water track this round. Ice Maidens do have to come up here to try and get out this way, which is a bit sad for them. I don't build on b4, I just advance my ship, trying to get to this corner as soon as possible. So Alchemists take a bridge, don't mind that too much. Ice Maidens pass for Stronghold Sanctuary scoring. Looks like he's going to build a temple on his stronghold next round, get some victory points for his stronghold. I go ahead and build on c2, hoping that Alchemists haven't thought about cutting me off over here. And they immediately build on a1. So I hard dig here, hoping that Alchemists won't insist on taking this a1 hex away from me. This could be a town if I want it. Really nice position to be in. However, they just they dig and build it, and the Alchemist is doing a whole lot of dig and building, and they still don't have their strongholds up. So yeah, it's not great for them. They've got 9 worker income, but no coin, so everything's going into points, and that happens a lot as Alchemists. But yeah, there's a limit in which you can do that and still win. So gets the dwelling down, and I'm a bit sad. No town for me up here, which would have been really, really nice for me. So back to my plan of just greeding as many points as humanly possible. So I'm just going to build dwellings where I can. So I get leech, and I build on H1. Just Alchemists could theoretically burn to get a worker just to cut me off, so I'm going to take H1 because it gives me access to I2 as well, and I can build on B4 or I2 as well as that. So Alchemists are going to pass here. They were on dwelling points, so that's something that I would probably like to pass on to. So that's pretty nice. So I don't build. Oh, I do build. I actually build a TP here rather. Yeah, my economy is a bit imbalanced. Next round, probably want to build a temple, so I'm going to need coins more than I need workers. So I just build a TP, even though I only lose 2 points from the round, and I'll just build those dwellings later, so that's fine. Yeah, that's that right. So 5th round, yeah, it's temple scoring. So right now I'm looking at, I haven't got any towns yet. I want to get a couple of towns. So it looks like here and here. Temples, I need to, not really going to be building like a huge amount. I've got some resources and I've got a fair few coming in, so I'm not really looking at scoring favors. I want to win the cults, just get some cult points, because I think that's my best way of scoring, and get both these towns up. I think that's going to be my best option. Got acolytes with a lot of resources, so what do you do when you've got a lot of resources? Well, he's going to take the 7 coins, of course, and have even more resources. So yeah, lots of things that acolytes can do now. I'm actually in 2nd place at this point, so yeah, not too bad. Get a few more dwellings down. I would like to get back on the ship scoring tile, so I don't want to have a particularly long round, but I do want to kind of target some cults and get look to get some points from those. Also, there's not many coins this round. Alchemists don't have any coins. Ice Maidens have way more workers than coins. I've got barely any resources compared to these other guys, so hopefully that means that I'm going to be able to get back onto this bonus tile. So yeah, acolytes take the money. Ice Maidens, they start with a temple. They take favor 10. They're going to get points for trade posts. That's fine for them. Alchemists. So they build a trade post. They could, if they really wanted water 1, they could just build a sanctuary for it. I do have a trade post open, but so I'm just going to hard dig H5. I don't want to be I want to use my witch's ability on places that are going to be part of my town. So just go H8 because I know that that's going to be safe from people wanting to dig it immediately afterwards, so I can't use my witch's ride on it. So yeah, a bit sad that I have to hard dig, but I've got a bunch of workers, but not many coins, so I can do that. Acolytes build a temple. Then they take A1. They didn't get F1, so they just want another scoring town. That's fair enough. They've already got water 1, so building a bunch of trade posts seems like something nice for them to do. Although their worker economy is a bit short, they're getting a lot of money at the end of the round, so they might want to do that in the final round. Save their resources. Maybe get another one up and try and get some workers from the contract. Ice Maidens just working on their town. They do want they need a stronghold up to score these 2 temples. It's going to be giving them 4 points plus 3 each for these, so 10 points. So stronghold's really nice for them this round, and they do have some coins coming in, so it's not getting rid of the trade post isn't the worst thing in the world. Alchemists just carving out space for their town. Don't know. Which is right to H8. Nothing particularly exciting for me. I might want to send a priest to a cult track just to get some extra coins next round, but I would like to get out of this round pretty quickly just to get on that scoring tile. Acolytes get another town. Oh no, Ice Maidens get their town, so they build their dwelling just to get the town. Get some money so they don't have to burn a bunch of their power to get the or get rid of a bunch of being efficient with their resources. So they did take 2 coin towns. Rainier would be sad, but yeah, probably the right move for them. Alchemists have to take another bridge here. It's never good if you have to take 2 bridges. So it does leave me in a situation where I really want to bridge. But let's see what I do. Do I pass right now, or do I send a priest to fire? Okay, that's fair enough. I think there's still a few moves in the round. I'm looking to take fire 2 potentially. Acolytes get even more resources, so they take the workers. Alchemists just didn't have enough power to do that, so they're sad. So yeah, Ice Maidens get their stronghold. As I said, it's worth 10 points this round. so that's quite nice. And they on a hefty, so they're going to pass for 10, and they still got a hefty lead here. So Alchemists get a temple for water 1. I could have got that if I really wanted it, but I don't anticipate building many trade posts or having the resources to build many trade posts, so I didn't bother. So yeah, I go ahead and pass here. I didn't even build a temple this round. Looks a bit weird. I'm still way behind Pepicos in points, but that bonus cell was big scoring for me. And I need to secure that bridge. Gets me a town, which is an extra 5 points. So I've got 2 hexes I need to dig, and a bridge to take that I need to take, and still a lot to do. And I'm started planning winning a couple more cults. As I don't think I'm going to compete in network. I've already secured the distance, or I've got a hefty distance going on, so Alchemists probably should take I9 just to beat me on that, but we'll see what they do. So going into this final round, you can see Alchemists got themselves a town. The Acolytes got fire too, and they got themselves a second town. So it doesn't look like Alchemists are probably getting a town over here. They might get something over here. As much as I'd like to grab coins now, I've got loads of workers. Would like to grab coins, but I'm gonna have. The bridge is just points for me. There's still some decent towns left. Got the 11-pointer. Got 2 9-pointers and a priest down. We've got 1 in every cult, so some high-scoring towns left. Pepicos was forced to take some coin towns, so yeah, there's lots of points for me in the towns. And if we look, the estimated final scoring, I'm not too far behind Acolytes or Ice Maidens at the minute. Although Ice Maidens haven't connected their network yet by advancing shipping, and that's going to make a big difference. Right now I'm looking at the potential for me to compete on network, and I'm thinking it's not going to happen. Acolytes are able to build their dwellings much easier than I am. I'm kind of dwelling blocked. I've got 7 of them out, so in order to get some dwellings out, I have to actually build trade posts. So a bit of an awkward situation for me, but I'm going to open up with the bridge and hope that people don't see me as too much of a threat and are all fighting with each other for network. And I can go ahead and steal some stuff. So Ice Maidens get the coins. Really didn't want to give Ice Maidens the coins much, but I had to take that bridge. I couldn't risk it being blocked. I think Alchemists might have liked a bridge, maybe here even. They couldn't have built the bridge there, but maybe I shouldn't have been quite so hasty, but if someone just wanted to mess with me, then it would not have been nice. Alchemists, they build on E3, so they're just working on this town. It's points for dwellings this round, so that's nice for them. Acolytes is working its way to the northeast. Looks like they're going to steal distance points from Ice Maidens unless Ice Maidens start advancing shipping pretty soon. Okay, so I build my sanctuary and I take fire 2. At this point I'm not sure. Suppose I could have done some digging and stuff first. Yeah, digging to secure the towns might have been a good idea, but decided to build the sanctuary first. Ice Maidens do advance shipping. So, Act 3, yeah, Alchemists get workers when they can. See, Acolytes are just burning their way down the cults and just getting a bunch of dons out, getting right into the corner. And I take Act 6, so double dig, I grab a town and decide to go up cults. I think there's looking at the cult tracks with Acolytes sending a bunch of priests to cults. I think there's a lot of cult points to fight for, and I wanted to get that as soon as possible. I think I didn't want to leave F9 hanging for 2 rounds. I don't think anyone else could have taken the double dig, so, or even really cared about taking the double dig. So I went for the sanctuary first, and if they decided to take D1 off me for no reason, then that would have, well, for just to be mean, then that would have hurt, but I think this line was fine, and I get a lot of points for that. Although I'm still not looking that good. Well, I'm only just behind now. It's all very tight at the top. So there's a bit of a cult battle going on. Ice Maidens send their priest to Earth. Alchemists, yeah, G2, they're just doing town forming stuff. So yeah, Acolytes also send a priest to Earth. Earth cult is packed up. Would have liked to have got priest over there before it filled up. So as I said before, I was dwelling block before, so I do have to build a trade post, which at this point in the game feels a bit sad because it's not getting me any points, but this F9 hex is going to get me 4 points for the round and my town, which is a whole bunch of points. It's really important for me. Alchemists, they declined the late choking, yeah. Ice Maiden's coming up this way. Makes sense. Alchemists grab the town. they get another worker town. I wasn't interested in worker towns. Alchemists want to do more this game. They're way behind, so I don't think it's going to be enough. They're going to struggle to get a town here. I thought they might take Fire 2. They took Fire 2. They might have been able to get a town here afterwards rather than building this trade post. But I suppose they needed to build a trade post anyway to be able to get the dwellings out. So them stealing the bridge could have been a way for. No, it was still been tricky to get that town. So Acolytes send a priest to water, just securing that track. I get the town, which I'm very happy about, and I take 9 points and a priest. So I'm ahead now, but these guys still have a lot to do. Take the priest because trying to get some points on the cults for winning cults, and I think priest is going to help me. It will get me more than 2 points. So nice Maidens competing on the water track. I think Ice Maidens, they start doing dwelling stuff, but I think there is, if they realise that I'm the main competition, if they take Air 3, then they actually would win the game in the end. But Pepicos is focused on the other stuff and misses that. I get Priest of Fire. Trying to secure that cult. Alchemists and Acolytes are the only ones with priests left. So here I take Favor 3, which is 3 up on Earth, puts me from 2 points to 6 points, but more importantly, it takes away points from my opponents. Nice Maidens do build on E4. Alchemists, they build their sanctuary to get that final town, and it's an 11-point town. They're going to get some extra points from their bonus tile. They don't have their stronghold up. It's just a sad time all round for Alchemists. I think if they built this stronghold, it might have been better because they would have got the power, and they could have used that to do some things, or at least get some points. The favor gets them power and a point. The stronghold would have been slightly better, but they were out of the game at this point. So I send a priest to Earth just to take those points away from the Ice Maidens. They've still got a lot of resources, not too far behind. So they're going over here. I think they could have also considered grabbing a priest and getting this Hive 1 hex. I think it would have been a better way, by advancing shipping. It might have been slightly better. I grab a priest to stop any of my opponents getting it, and so I can send it to a cult just to ensure that I secure a few more points. And then I just go to the end. I sent it to fire just so that no one would be able to catch me, and I got and as you can see, I ended with 156, so it was a really tight game at the top. Really glad Alchemists didn't decide to take some points from me, like building on I9, which would have lost me 3 points for distance scoring because we ended up tied. Hope you guys enjoyed my game. I think it shows that you've got to see what you're able to achieve in the end game, and just focus. If you focus on that, you can steal a lot of points. So witches aren't really known for being a culty faction, but here I realised that was going to be my best source of points, and I just went all in, and it really paid off. Cheers, guys, and enjoy.